Less than 8% of 13 to 17-year-olds in Australia meet the country's expectations and guidelines for physical activity. However, sometimes the issue is not the lack of motivation or social anxiety. Sometimes it's the lack of access to desired equipment or resources. These days, gym memberships are expensive, and sometimes it's difficult for students to access because of transport and other related costs. After our last meeting at the SALSA Leadership Convention, the Year 10 team and I started assessing whether or not a school gym would be a relevant and feasible option to increase the rates of physical activity participation within our school. To assess the current physical activity engagement in our school, the team put together a survey which was given to Year 7 to Year 10 students. Within the students surveyed, 84.1% of our students engaged in physical activity outside of school. This percentage of people includes over 30% of students who participate in gym, CrossFit training, and strength training. Although 84.3% of our students take part in physical activity outside of school, as shown in Figure 1, only 1/4 of those students complete over 5 hours of physical activity per week, which is shown in Figure 2. This is less than the recommended 1 hour of physical activity per day that young individuals should be achieving. This also means that 56 out of the 268 students surveyed complete the recommended amount of physical activity, which is roughly 20% of the group. From Figure 3, we could tell that roughly 84% of students who responded to the survey are open to participating in the outdoor gym if it were to run. Through the responses, we could clearly see the lack of hours in physical activity within our student body. From these responses, we came to the conclusion that it would be beneficial for the implementation of a school gym. Now just came the issue of having the money to purchase the equipment and finding a clear space for the gym to be installed. Considering all the equipment we need to have a complete outdoor gym with a variety of exercising equipment, we estimate a cost around $10,000 needed to purchase all of the equipment. The two images on the screen of the gyms are types of school gym equipment that we are looking to purchase through A-Space. The 13-station all-access gym and large community gym are two models that we are planning to put in the chosen location. We aim to include CrossFit and hydraulic equipment in the school gym for use across all grades. Our aim is to start with the basic structures and hopefully build up to it if we choose to expand and have the room for it. For this proposal to come in place and become practical, we will need the funds to be able to purchase the desired equipment. We may receive some school funding and possibly some funding from external groups, but our main source of money will come from our planned fundraisers. The theme of these fundraisers would be around promoting physical activity and healthy eating, most likely becoming sports gala days or events. For the fundraisers, we will require spaces such as the courts and fields, balls and cones, fruits and other healthy snacks, human resources, aka student helpers, teachers for supervision, and obviously student participation. This is the area that we will be locating the gym in. This is located adjacent to our undercover basketball courts and near our oval. The area can be efficiently utilised for the school gym and is a large space that is suitable for the construction of the gym. There is an accessible ground pathway to this area as well as there being road access. This area is too far away from other classrooms, so is unable to be used for any other development, making the stretch of land perfect for the gym to be placed upon. There are many positives within the implementation of an outdoor gym, but there are also multiple problems that may arise and have been considered and accounted for. Firstly, the use of an outdoor gym limits the possible capacity restrictions that may be implemented and will minimize the possible health risks due to COVID-19. The gym is also perfectly positioned to be included within PDHP practical lessons and will provide the school students less expensive options for grade sport with accessibility to the on-site school gym. It also gives the students chances to interact socially with their friends while using the equipment, which can have many positive well-being impacts. Then there is the issue of the equipment being installed. However, there is road access right next to the area, so bringing the equipment into the space should not be that big of a foreseeable issue. Lastly, as there always will be, there are possibilities of equipment being vandalized or broken by kids being irresponsible, but we would introduce new safety policies and measures to combat this. At the moment, our school is in the midst of rollover and is very busy, but our team is attempting to plan fundraisers for Term 1 next year. Therefore, we as the Year 10 SALSA team representing Rouse High School have created an effective plan detailing our school's next steps, providing the guidance for the goals we need to achieve in order to increase participation in physical education and intense physical activity more regularly. We have also given the school the ability to provide a greater variety of physical activity options in Rouse High School for all students Years 7 to 12 for either recreational or training purposes. Finally, we aim to provide convenience in all access to equipment needed for physical activities through creation of our outdoor